Did you know that toxic workplace culture costs £15.7 billion per year in the UK? Toxic leaders are expensive for business. As the war for talent is becoming more and more competitive, employers need to address toxic leaders. Here are 3 ways that you can make toxic leaders more inclusive in your organization. If you're new to my channel, I'm Perrine Fark, diversity and inclusion speaker and author. You might have seen my TEDx talk or you might have read my book, but the number one thing I love to do is to help professionals like you become more inclusive leaders. Are you ready to get started? So let's do this. Number 1, use their competitiveness as motivation. Some toxic leaders can be selfish, demand excessive attention, feel entitled, and pursue power at all costs. In that case, take time to establish a secure and trusted relationship that allows them to confront themselves about their own dysfunctions. Explain how they are limiting themselves through their own behavior. By building trust, you will be able to make suggestions about their actions to improve their career. Toxic leaders' ambitions can be used to motivate them. Be careful not to go too far in criticism. Instead, remind them that they have high potential to succeed in their career. Discuss with them how likely some actions are to help or hinder their career goal. By helping them build self-confidence, you will see them become more prepared to share the limelight. Number 2, leverage colleagues' feedback. Some toxic leaders' moods can be unstable and some might have no emotional middle ground. In that case, their reality is often impaired. They have poor insight into how they are perceived by others. Getting them to admit that they have a problem is the main challenge. You might want to confront the reality of their relationships with others and work with the people they affect to create a new structure. Speak to their colleagues and team members about what they feel is particularly disruptive about their behavior. When appropriate, you might want to bring them into the discussions. The emotionally unstable leader might begin to recognize that he or she needs to play a different role in the team. They might decide to make some changes accordingly. They might recognize that they should change their approach based on the feedback from their colleagues. Number 3, get them to practice better behavior. Some toxic leaders might express negative feelings indirectly and shy away from confrontation. Their feelings may be so repressed that they don't consciously realize that they are being uncooperative. So when others get upset by their behavior, they take offense because in their minds, whatever caused their irritation was someone else's fault. You might try to point out the inconsistencies in their behavior. Try not to argue or correct denials, just quietly leaving them to reflect on your comments. These types of toxic leaders who express negative feelings indirectly tend to have low self-esteem, so it's best to help them by building them up. Get them to practice directness and asking them to explain how they would resolve or improve situations. You might try to assign them specific tasks, and if they don't deliver, express your disappointment directly, factually, and unemotionally. You might want to balance your direct feedback with acknowledging their strength. So here you have it, 3 ways to make toxic leaders more inclusive. To learn more about how to build a more inclusive workplace, download my free ebook, The Diversity Champion Guide, which you can find in the links in the comment section below. Let me know how you deal with toxic leaders in your organization in the comment section below. I read all your comments. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. My name is Perrine Fark. I'm an author, speaker, diversity and inclusion expert, and I'll see you next time.